In today's tutorial, we're learning how to make this beautiful reflection effect in Canva in just a few simple clicks. And we're also looking at how we can turn this into a professional looking design with some small tweaks and elements to make it just jump out that little bit extra. And we're starting from a blank canvas and we want to add our image. So you can choose anything. I'm choosing a can in this case because it's often used in commercials. First thing we want to do is we want to change that background color because on white it doesn't really look nice. So we're going to the background color and now I want to go for a gradient. So I'm going for a gradient, but I want to use the colors of the image to make it look nice. So scroll up, click on the color, and now we're going to adjust the two colors to, let's try a light version of the red, and the other one, let's go for the darkest tint of that image that we have. We want the dark to be at the bottom. And then we're going to position the can just a little bit higher. Now to create that reflection, we want to go for the Easy Reflection app. So this is already installed for me. This is your default. So if you don't have it, go to apps and here you can type in reflection. This gives us a lot of options and the top left one in my case, the Easy Reflection, the one with the shoe is the one we need. So we click on it to install and then we select the image and click on Create Reflection. Then we have a few settings that we could use. For example, the offset. Where do we want the cutoff or like the fading out to begin? And the opacity, how much transparency do we want in the reflection? So in our case, we're going to put offset to about 40 points and the opacity can be around 50. Add to design, and this will add a nice reflection to your design. We're going to scale it upwards so that it's about the same size as the original image and then drag it nicely downwards to the image, to the bottom. You can see either you can leave a gap or you can connect them nicely, but you can also in this case sort of overlap them so that it gives that realistic effect of a reflection. This middle part might look a little bit awkward, so what we can do is go to the Elements tab and search for a shadow. In the Graphics panel, we can open it up. There's a few options that we could choose from. Let's try this one. It's like an oval. We make it a little bit lighter or a little bit smaller, and then we place it somewhere in the middle. There's a few that you can try. You can play around with whichever one is best. I think this one might look a little bit more realistic, and then place that in the middle. This gives a feeling that the can is placed on a glass surface, which then gives the reflection. And this looks quite cool. Now, if you really want to finish a slide and do that extra little touch, you can also add some text or a slogan. And in this case, let's try the word summer for a summer drink. Increase it in size. We're going to make it white. Position, we're going to drag it in between the can and the background. So if we now see it, it is totally covered, or it's like a layer effect that you create with the text in the background and then the can in front. If it is too harsh or too dominant, you can also reduce the opacity to, let's say, 20%. And this is a pretty cool slide to work with. There's a few more things that you could do if you really want to go the extra mile, and that is, for example, to animate everything. So we're going to select the text, animate, and this one I think it can nicely pan in from the side. We're going to reduce the speed so it doesn't have to be very fast. And then the can, shadow, and the reflection, we're going to Ctrl-G group them together. And for this one, we're going to use the breathing animation so that it really pops and comes forward slowly and grabs the attention. Let's preview what we have. And this is how you can create this really cool reflection design in Canva in just a few minutes. If you want to learn more about Canva, make sure to drop a follow and to watch the video on the screen right now.